The interesting thing is, I really wish I would have known all these things when I was younger. It's like age is wasted on the youth. Youth is wasted on the... What the hell? What the hell's
What
that
is that
saying?
saying?
What's that saying? That's why we're kindred spirits, because nobody understands that except Jews. Well, and Italians, because my mother's really Italian, but she's Jewish, so whatever. The point is, I would always tell my friends, like, you take your laundry home at 38 years old for your mother to do? I'm like, of course, she loves it.
She loves it.
2 reasons. Why? One, it like makes her feel like, needed and all
Right.
that. And then 2, if it's just her and my dad, they don't have a lot of laundry. So you need a whole bunch of
Right.
laundry to actually do the laundry.
Absolutely. I would have...
Right, Scott? You don't take your laundry home?
No, I do my own laundry.
Do you have a washer dryer down there?
Yeah.
That's a good setup.
I share it with the other 2 people in the house, but I find time every week to do it.
It's so funny. I went to CW Post. but
Home
I
of the
lived-
Great Lawn.
I lived on campus, and part of the rules of going so close to home, I couldn't bring home my laundry. My mom said, you do your laundry there. And so I said, I understand, I'm gonna do it. And I brought down all my new clothes from that I got for college, all
Okay.
my Guess jeans, all different colors. They were really cool.
Oh my
I'm not even
jeans.
really Guess jeans.
Different
I had
colors?
red and turquoise,
Oh,
every color you could
Jesus.
think of.
What year was this?
Oh God, 87?
Is that coming back?
I hope so.
I don't know. People like to do like bedazzles and
Yeah,
stuff.
the dazzles are coming back.
Bedazzled's coming
Like,
back?
I'm telling you, like,
that was
you go
20
in-
years ago.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sequins, like that little,
Yeah, Bedazzled.
yeah,
Rhinestones.
rhinestones on there. But so I went down, I did my laundry, went up to my room, and I came down, and everything was stolen out of the washing machine. So I called my mom and I said, either we buy new clothes every week or I bring home my laundry, because it's a suitcase college. We
Yeah.
brought home.
Yeah.
Went home on the weekends, and so if you left your laundry right in the right spot, it got done. When I came home, I was like, and then my mom would just
Yeah.
end up doing my laundry.
I loved it. Yeah, literally. My dad would, at our old office, I would bring him a sack of laundry, and then he would come back with a sack of laundry perfectly
I know.
folded, scented the way I liked it. It was amazing. I loved it. I even would steal food. Like, I would go there, I would steal food. I would pack up a bunch of Tupperwares
Yeah, I wish I could say the same at my house, but my mom didn't cook
because she's Jewish.
because she told my dad that she could be good in one room in the house, and it wasn't the kitchen.
Yes!
And it wasn't the kitchen, so
Yes! Wait, did he have a choice, or was it just what it was?
One room.
He's like, all right, listen, I'm going to be good in one room in this house. You decide what it's going to be, bedroom or kitchen or whatever.
Right.
And he made the decision.
I think it was the laundry room, actually. She loves laundry, my mom.
That is
Yeah,
amazing.
that was, and she made the stove, the oven into a planter.
She made the oven into a
Yeah,
plate.
so she didn't have to cook in there. Like, she just wanted it to look pretty.
Recently, I've been seeing a lot of people turn dishwashers into storage containers
Oh, yeah.
and things like that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
people just, they
No.
order out, they throw out. They don't
Right.
like wash dishes.
Yeah. I hate washing dishes. I live like a bachelor, really. If I have 10 dishes, instead of hand washing them, they're going in the dishwasher
No,
for sure.
There's no reason. I don't even bother. So I love dishwashers so much, and I don't even bother. Like Amanda yelled at me the other day. She's like, I open the dishwasher, and it stinks because there's food in there. I was like, well, because there's supposed to be. There's no point in washing the plate
They say
to
that-
then
yeah.
put it in the dishwasher.
I know, they say you're not really supposed to wash it first. I wash it off. But
Maybe a rinse, like a
Yeah.
quick rinse, but not, if you take out the sponge, just go the distance.
yeah. I like paper plates. Honestly, I'm
Really?
now.
What do you do?
Yeah, a lot of times I'll be like scrubbing the dishes before I put them in the dishwasher, and then I'm like,
Why am I doing
well,
this?
It's clean now.
Yeah.
I'm
Right.
just gonna put it away or let it dry.
Yeah.
But
That's-
yeah, no, I think they're a scam. I think it's big soap trying to sell soap.
Without a doubt.
So we were talking about before that. I finally realized a couple weeks ago, when the guys alerted me to the fact that I just should have told them this 2 years ago, or they would have clued me in on this, that, because we were talking about how everybody's nuts. And then I was like, I thought that I was perfect until a few weeks ago, and now I realize that I too am nuts. And we're all nuts. So, yeah, no, that's my recent epiphany. I think
What-
when I moved in with Amanda, we gonna tell me, ask me how I realized, like, what happened?
Yeah, but like, cause like you're nuts. Like, I had you not realize that you were nuts.
You know what
like,
it is? I
that,
guess there's-
that blows my mind.
I guess there's varying levels and definitions of nuts.
Yeah, cause I think I'm a little off. Like, I definitely think that we have edges. Like, we're not normal.
Like, but again, what does nuts mean? Like, I have a squatter in one of my buildings right now who is literally selling and on crack and keeps sweeping the same spot outside with nothing there.
That's nuts.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Okay,
so how
you're
do you,
not that nuts.
So that's what I'm saying. How do you put both of us in the same category?
No, okay. So I'm gonna say we're off a little bit. Like, we're not traditional.
What about eccentric, quirky,
Quirky? We're not traditional. That's for sure. Like, we're
not boring?
not boring.
You guys got any good words?
I wouldn't say that guy's boring though either.
It's a woman.
I wouldn't say that she.
Who, the sweeper?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I think-
maybe everyone has their own brand of nuts.
Yeah. Everybody is a little nuts.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of, I guess, in life, trying to find the kind of nuts that you jive with. And then even with that, it's like, because I'm 44, so I haven't.
Phew, you're old.
So at 44, am I?
A little bit.
Really?
Yeah. Don't ask me how old I am.
I'm on the 100-day challenge, though. I'm trying to get, like, by the end of this, I'm trying to have the same body I had when I was 17. Just not the hair or
We could get you a wig.
the.
We should bring-
What's that stuff under your skin that, like, gives your face fullness? What's that shit called?
Botox?
No. No, that just makes your face freeze
Oh,
and
God.
look very shiny.
Yeah.
What is that stuff? Yes, there we go.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
yeah. I'm missing the collagen too.
Yeah.
That shit just leaves you. I don't know where it goes, but it just leaves.
Yeah, you could buy that.
Can you?
Yeah.
No, it's a filler. It's not real collagen.
Oh. Get a needle.
Can they take that out of like another part of your body?
Let's do that.
What?
Do
Just
you have a
take...
needle? Like, we could, like, stick.
I hate needles. You like needles?
No.
No.
No, I don't like doctors. I don't like any of that.
I'm into the whole aging gracefully thing.
100%. Truthfully, I'm going to be 59
Yeah, you look great though.
in a few days. And I can't even believe it. I don't feel my age. I love being, like, young at heart. My dad was at 75, so young at heart. I think it just comes from my family that we none of us grew up.
I kind of think it's the no kids thing. I think kids suck the actual life out of you.
Right.
That's what I'm starting to think.
Yeah.
Because did I ever tell you my theory on why I know it's kids that age people?
No.
Gay men. Just wait. I never told you guys this? Okay, check this out. And once I drop this on you guys, you're going to be like, oh,
This is
no,
not going
there's
to
nothing
fuck-
wrong. Listen, this is totally PC. This is actually G-rated. They put this in Disney movies.
Oh, God. in
Okay?
heaven.
That's how G-rated this is.
I didn't
You see
ask
two,
for this.
you see two gay men, 40 years old. Most, they look great, right? They look great?
Right.
In shape, not
Yeah.
a drop of fat on them. Just
40-year-olds?
yeah, 40. Yeah, 40-year-old gay men. Like, there's a lot. Now, you take that same 40-year-old gay couple and they adopt some kids, they fucking look like they got miles and miles and miles on them.
interesting.
They look like, anytime I see a gay couple, either men or women, and they have kids, they look like they've been put to the ringer.
That's interesting.
The same gay couple, no kids, same age, they look fantastic. They're like, woo, in the club,
Right.
45 years old, not an ounce of body fat on them. Life is great, not one gray hair. Throw a couple kids in there, you're like death rolled over.
We're not doing the gay thing.
What? That right?
Why
That
does
could.
that only apply to gay men?
Yeah, that doesn't, you could
That
say
you
the
you
same
could
exact
put
thing
any
about
two
a straight
people in
couple.
that
Yeah.
situation, yeah.
Be like, a straight couple without kids looks great. It has nothing to do with it.
No, you know
Guys,
what?
Ishnay on the gay A.
You know what? I never thought of that before. But typically people, and this is a stereotype.
bring
but-
this to the
but I
table,
believe this
people.
to be true. I believe that people in the homosexual community tend to take better care of themselves than people in the heterosexual
I
community.
don't know that about that.
I think guys, a lot of guys just don't take great care of themselves.
I think
Yeah, I think
it's
gay men do.
Yeah, gay men.
A
Yeah.
lot of straight men just don't really like.
Okay, so I mean, there's some validity to what I'm saying here because again, I see gay men, gay couples. I'm like, these guys look fucking great. Like Gay Tony, like my buddy Gay Tony. Gay Tony's like 58 years old. He looks amazing. He's got like 2 gray hairs. He's fucking great. Walking around in a wife beater, fucking muscular, no TRT, none of that shit. And then you'll see a gay couple with kids, and they just literally look like the life has been sucked out of them. Look at poor Ryan upstairs. He doesn't even know what's going on. Kids are just really hard.
Yeah.
They're a lot of work.
Did you ever want children?
Yeah, like, did I ever want children? Yeah,
I'm interviewing you now.
yeah, it's okay. This is your show. Yeah, I have wanted children. I have wanted children. I'm not like one of those people who's like obsessed with kids, like I need to have one.
Right.
I also feel like I'm very conscious of what kids are. Like people always have kids and they're like, shit, I didn't realize how hard this was going to be. Like, what did you think it was going to be? There's a living, breathing thing that can't survive, that literally will die if you don't watch it 24/7. What do you think that's like?
Yeah. I don't think I ever, like, Jones to have children. Like, I never, like, I never got married. I told you I broke 3 engagements.
Yeah.
I have commitment issues with commitments, but not with work. I love work. I mean, bring work every day to the table.
Well, because there's no real commitment with work. Like, once you sell a house, you don't have to really deal with the person ever again.
That's a good point. But I'm committed to, like, building my business and
Okay.
things of that nature. But
I get it.
I truly found that every time I got engaged, the tune changed. Like, once the ring went on the finger, it was like, you're not going to do that, you're not going to do this,
no.
and things of that nature. And I'm like,
See, were they Jewish?
one?
Just one?
Yeah.
Was he the best of the 3?
No.
Oh, okay. I'm just.
They were all, no.
Well, you know what it is? Old Man Randy upstairs.
No.
Old Man Randy has a thing upstairs, and I think there's a lot of validity to that. Old Man Randy says the problem with men is that they're different people before they get married. You have to like they want to get laid, so they end up being like more agreeable and not being their true self prior to marriage. So he says you have to be the person you are going to be when you get married before marriage, so that no one can say anything to you. But the problem is that they don't do that. And then all
Right.
of a sudden, you get married or the ring goes on the finger and they want to be whatever. Insert. So in your case, it was very possessive.
Absolutely. I have no regrets. Honestly, I do hope maybe in the future, but it's not like a top priority.
Listen.
Unless anyone has a nice man for me.
Jewish, not Jewish, doesn't
I don't
matter.
care. No, I don't care.
We do
Really,
ma-
for me, it's all about.
We do make the best husbands. It's a fact. You can
It-
Google it.
All right. Anyone have a Google here? Hey, Google. No, I want someone. It's not. I don't even have a type. Well, I guess I do have a type. They have to be funny. They have to
Okay.
have a good sense of humor.
All right.
They have to be open-minded.
That makes sense.
They have to be willing to go with the flow. Like, it's hard to find.
Very hard. Listen, it is really hard to be a woman on many, many fronts, but let's just talk about this one for a second. Single men, definitely above the age of 35, possibly even 30, 32, there's not a lot. Like, I feel like I meet a lot of very nice single women who I was like, I really wish I had a nice friend for you or acquaintance for
Right.
you. But then when I think about it, I'm like, no, everybody in this age group that I know is shot. So that's a man that's single.
And what age group is that?
Any age group above 35.
That you think that they're done?
I think there's a lot more quality women above 35 that are single than
Right.
there are men.
So I have to go for like someone in their 20s?
I think, I mean, just early 30s.
Right.
Which is fine. What's wrong with that?
No, everyone says I should go younger.
Okay.
Like they
Yeah.
think that
You have a young soul.
I have a young soul. I love
Yeah.
that.
You get
No,
yourself
I-
like a nice hunky 30 to 42-year-old. Like widowed.
No, you have to be widowed.
Well, no, there's like, because think about, all right, so, I mean, now we're getting to this, right?
So, sorry about your situation.
Nobody escapes this life unscarred.
Right.
And the longer you live, the more scars you obtain. Now, some people get more than others. Some people get them earlier in life, right? Some people have traumatic childhoods, etc. But as you get older, there's more and more emotional baggage.
Absolutely. I went out on one date not long ago, and we had a nice time. And like, he was very gung ho about seeing me again. And life is busy. He was busy. I was busy. And then he reached out to me, and he had mentioned before we left that he was going to actually make me chicken cutlets and mashed potatoes. He's gonna cook for me, and then
Whoa.
I didn't hear from him for a little while, and then he finally called me back, and he said, "Oh, I need to get better at reaching out to you. Or you're the kind of girl I would want to marry."
Oh, he sounds like an asshole.
I said, "You met me for 1 hour,
Sounds like an asshole.
right? 1 hour, and you want to marry? I would love to see you every day." I'm like, "Oh,
I mean, what kind of statement is that? I have to learn. I want to marry you, but I have to get better at actually calling you first.
right." I said, "Well, the first thing is you should really try to reach out to me if you want to see me and marry me, because like that 1 hour, I'm gonna pass on the marriage at this moment." But
What-
yeah, it's a little.
Where do you meet
crazy.
these guys? So where do you meet these guys?
Actually, my mom's doctor
Okay.
introduced. I know.
Oh, is it the doctor or somebody?
No, the doctor introduced me to someone she knew.
Was she a doctor? Was he a doctor?
No, he worked in the hospital though. I hope he's not on here.
I have a lot of red. I have a lot of. You never know where this ends up. I have a lot of red flags with people like dating people. Like there's
Yeah.
certain just like there's groups of people that you just shouldn't date.
And
I feel like doctors are one of. There's like I mean.
I was engaged to a doctor. My first fiance was a doctor, and he hated what he did for a living. And the idea of, I just said idea. Someone made fun of my idea that it's so Long Island. Idea. My Long Island accent. The idea of waking up with someone who hated what they did for a living
Oh, it's
each
horrible.
morning. I could
Negativity
not.
is toxic.
Absolutely.
Drives me absolutely up a wall. Do you have any like red flag groups of people that you can't date X type of person, like profession?
No. I really feel like I would be better off with someone who is in a similar field as me.
That you'd be
Because-
better who isn't?
Who is in the field.
Oh, okay. No, that makes sense. Commonalities.
Yeah, I feel like because of my hours and, like that phone call while you're at dinner, it's hard to explain to someone who's not in a sales type of business to get through,
Yeah.
if I'm negotiating a deal, I try to be courteous of that, but I
No,
don't
I
know if
get
I
it.
have any red flags on any, other than the
got
serial
lots.
killers.
I got
don't
lots.
know those.
Well, what you said before has validity, right? Like if you have somebody who's a teacher who works from 7 in the morning to 2:30 in the afternoon, has summers off every goddamn holiday and all that. Sometimes they don't mesh well with somebody who's like hustling to build a business who's working 7 days a week because
Exactly.
it just doesn't work. So you have to be similar. The interesting thing is I really wish I would have known all these things when I was younger. It's like age is wasted on the youth. Youth is wasted on the what the hell? What the hell's
What
that
is that
saying? What's
saying?
that saying?
Youth is wasted on the younger.
Something like that. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
There's so many things that like I'm learning now where I'm like, all right, I'm not too old, so it's cool that I know this stuff now. But I'm like, I really wish I would have known this when I was like 18.
Yeah, but
I've made a lot of bad decisions with girls in my life.
yeah,
Yeah, we're on the same page.
yeah.
Maybe Jews are just lovers. We're just lovers. We just love to be in love. And actually, I mean, I feel like your situation is perfect because falling in love and getting engaged is the best part. All that shit that comes after marriage
Right.
sucks.
I'm not even sure I want to get married. Honestly, I would be really okay with having someone really special in my life.
Yeah.
That
Goes back to his own apartment at night.
yes,
Yeah, I know.
I don't need to cuddle with you.
No, I don't want to come
I'm
home and
sorry.
find your socks on the floor. That shit would drive me nuts.
Exactly. I don't need your hot body touching me at night. I'm already hot and
Oh, you don't like that?
no.
I kind of like that.
No, I like to be cool. I want my pillow to be cool.
You don't
I want
like-
a cold air on me.
You don't like doing like the hand-on-hand thing
No.
or the hand-on-leg thing or the on-the-hand
No,
thing.
it's been so long I don't remember. It could be.
You guys know what I'm talking
I
about?
might like it again.
Physical touch.
Yeah, in the middle of the night while you sleep, though. Like you sleep down, they sleep up, and then your hand does one of these.
Nah. I want it to.
And I say it's kind of like a battery charging thing. Like the energy together recharges both of you
And
overnight.
then,
Yeah,
No.
and then you wake up the next morning completely recharged from that. One of these.
no.
I look like a crime scene chalk drawing.
When you sleep, just poof. When you sleep, it's got to be violent. Like I fucking fear for whatever woman sleeps in bed next to you, my friend.
Oh, why? Why?
Because he comes in the morning, his hair is full dreadlocked out.
I love his hair.
No, I mean, I love his hair too. I've been telling him not to cut it forever. Right now, it's good, but some days he'll come in and it's like a twisted dreadlock, which means he was fighting somebody in his sleep.
We should have like a hair off in the morning because my hair looks like that too.
No, you're good.
I did it this
Oh,
morning.
There's a lot of work.
You don't, yeah.
There's a lot of work that comes
Yeah,
to doing
well,
this.
you don't think
That's
if I
why-
come out like smooth like this?
At first, I was upset about going bald, and then it's just
You
easier.
don't have to worry about it.
It's easy.
You don't have to worry that it's gonna fly away or anything.
No, the only thing is,
When did you lose your hair?
I started losing my hair when I was like 21 years old.
So,
The only bad thing is if you let it grow in a little bit, I get the koala,
oh, that's nice.
and nobody likes the koala. It looks insane.
It's like fuzzy.
Well, not everywhere. It's just,
Oh, just
it's
like little
just,
spots?
it's not fuzzy. It's actually thick,
Oh,
but just
really?
like this.
Oh,
just
really?
this part. This part, there's nothing there. You land a plane on that, no
I
problem.
love that. We should check that out.
No.
Oh,
Greg's
no.
trying to get me to grow it for a year. I would look like a serial killer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, what? Looking like a serial killer? Would you want to do deals with me if I look like a serial killer?
Not at all.
So where do you meet these guys?
I really don't.
No?
Truthfully, I've had so much on hold,
Okay.
with taking care of my mom. So I'm really just starting to live life in a different way, and I'm putting it out into the universe. Really, I feel like if it's meant to be, and people who know me, this is what I feel. My friends know me better than I know myself.
Okay.
And I feel like someone is going to come in touch with someone that they like go, oh my God, that's a great fit for Stephanie. Like, this is a good match, like, good energy.
Okay.
Like, I feel like it could come that way. But I'm not, like, willing to go, I'm not going to do the dating scene. I'm not going to do Match. I'm not going to do any of that. That is not going to be my cup of tea.
So I kind of look at dating as a business in the sense that it's lead generation.
Okay.
You can't just rely on referrals.
That's a good point.
You got to get out there. You got to door knock. You
okay.
got to send some direct mail.
That's fair.
You got to cold call. You got to
That's
do
fair.
it. So, and I always like dating. I think dating is fun. Like, people get upset about dating. Like, this is a pain in the ass. I
Yeah.
don't want to do this. I'm like, I like people. I like dating. I think it's fun. Like, one of the things I never got to do, which I'm really upset about, which I can ask Amanda, but I don't think she'd be down to, is speed dating. I always wanted a speed
Oh,
date.
you guys should do that together.
That would actually probably be pretty funny. Like, Amanda, listen, we're going out speed dating. But we're going home together at the end of the
Right,
night.
but just let's see what's out there.
Let's see what happens.
I think
just-
she'd totally be into that.
She would not be
And I'll
into
come
that.
with you guys.
She would absolutely not be into that.
I
But
know, I was kidding. That was a joke.
yeah, no, she would not be okay
Amanda, this is not my idea. That was a joke.
with that. Listen, Amanda, there's nobody else that I want, so don't worry about it.
I got
but
you.
Life is about experience. And I want to see what happens when I'm on the clock.
Here's the thing. I could appreciate that.
No?
Not on the
Am I getting in
clock.
trouble?
Oh yeah.
Get you
Yeah, we're not gonna
comfortable
we're
living
not gonna put that. Don't.
No,
You
this
don't
is just
have
like,
that.
that's the...
It's okay to think it.
Yeah, I would not bring it out there. Yeah,
Right.
See
honey.
what else is out there.
No,
No.
that's not what I said. I said I just want to see how I am when I'm on the clock. Like, it's an experience like anything else. You want to go whitewater rafting.
Not really.
Well, some people do.
Okay.
You want to play tennis. Like,
Not anymore.
you want to travel to Costa Rica, right? You want to see Italy. You want
Right.
to see whatever.
Okay.
You want to go speed dating. You don't want to go to the grave and be 90 million years old and laying on your deathbed and say, shit.
All right. This is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Honestly, we need the dating game.
What's the dating game?
We're gonna have to have like people that think are a good fit for me.
Okay.
That we're gonna have like a stage of these guys on there, and my friends are gonna ask questions on my behalf, and then I'm gonna pick the one I want to go out with.
I feel like I know exactly the kind of guy you should date.
Okay, what is it? Who is he?
Jewish. He's Jewish.
Why does he have to be Jewish?
Because he has to be extreme. He has to be sarcastically funny with a dry sense of humor, and that's what we do.
Right.
He has to be a little bit like less outgoing than you are because you are going to be the dominant personality. You're going to be the shining star,
Okay.
right? He's going to be like the reserved, kind of a little bit behind the scenes guy. Shit together, a little bit soft spoken, but very comfortable in who he is. You can, take him anywhere. Successful, not a lot of emotional baggage. Maybe has a couple kids or two. That's okay.
I'm fine with that.
We're okay with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Grown kids.
Yeah, honestly, I would love that.
Good relationship with his ex-wife.
100%. 100%. I
See?
actually one of my ex-fiancés was divorced,
Okay.
and I got to be such good friends with her that I ended up selling her a house and her new husband a house. That's how close. I'm open-minded. Like I think it should be good. I think everyone should be happy and
I'm with
keep
that.
it good. Really.
Are you friends? Are you friends with your exes?
No.
Alright.
Not because, not my my ex-fiancés.
Yeah, ex-boyfriends,
Ex-boyfriends,
ex-fiancés,
yes.
just exes. Period.
Yeah. No, I have.
Yeah.
I have no problem
Not
like
me.
having relationships with them. You have to be careful. Obviously, if they have in a relationship and they have someone in their life that doesn't like that scenario, they say guys and girls can't be friends.
They can't.
I disagree.
No. Scott disagree. Scott will agree with you.
I think most people would agree with it.
With
With
me?
me?
With her.
That they can't be friends.
No, you can be friends.
No, absolutely not. I think when you really get into it, they can't. One is always trying to sleep with the other one.
No.
Now, that's not to say that people are animals and they can't control their urges.
Yeah.
But I don't think men and women are really friends. They're not. And this is going to get bad. Well, we're probably going to end up cutting this out anyway. Like, let me ask you this question.
Oh God, I'm scared.
Would you rather, if you had a choice to hang out with, if there's one person that you could hang out with, who would it be? Alive today. Not like dead or alive. Alive today. One person that you can hang out with. Who's that?
Like that where you feel like you could be yourself 100% and
It's whatever you want it to be. Who's your favorite person to hang out with?
my brother.
All right.
Is that bad?
Not related to you.
Oh, frig. I think my friend Jen.
Okay.
My friend Jen.
Yeah,
Like, you have that one person who, knows you to, you could be yourself 100%. And where you,
Yes.
things that happened years ago, 10, 20 years ago, and you talk about it and you still, have that big belly laugh. You roll on the floor thinking about that moment of time where, you had that fight over something silly that you just have good that's...
So, I'm with you 100%. But the point that I'm getting at is
Okay.
I feel like that person is usually a same-sex person.
Probably. Other than my brother.
And other than your brother, and that's different because there's no risk of anything sexual there. So that's the
Don't put that in.
that's the caveat.
Yeah.
No, that goes in. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
So
No, that would be weird.
that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is when men and women are together, there's just this biologically engineered sexual tension.
Oh, God.
One person always wants to sleep with the other person. You get women, they're like, oh, my friend. You don't have a friend. You have a guy who's hoping that one day you realize how wonderful he is and he'll get to sleep with you when you break up with the guy that you are really sleeping with.
Well, I know you're really good friends with Beth.
I would say, all right, I would say in general, I have female acquaintances and female people that I do business with that are females. I don't have close female friends. If the shit is hitting the fan, I'm not calling a girl.
Really?
Period. If the shit is hitting the fan, are you calling a guy other than your brother?
Probably. My closer friends are women.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. But that's not to say that I don't have good guy friends that I could count on. But I think I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, if they listen.
So, did you want us to talk about real estate?
You want to talk about real estate? All right, fine. If you want to talk about real estate,
Let's talk about real estate. I'm sorry,
actually-
Charles. I'm sorry. I didn't realize we're just here to talk about dating. I guess we'll talk about real estate.
I don't know how-
Nothing that I know anything about.
This
39 years. I don't know
This is a
much.
great conversation. This is the kind of stuff
Oh,
people want to
God.
know about because they're going to be like, yes, guys and
They
girls
want to know
can't be
about real
friends.
estate too.
I guess. All right,
Nah.
so I actually had an interesting conversation yesterday about real estate, which I think people would want to hear about, right?
I can imagine.
So I had dinner with a close friend who is really in the know. So when I say in the know, in the know about NAR and LIBOR and all
Right.
that regulatory bullshit that drives people like us nuts
Yeah,
because we have a problem with authority.
for sure.
And we were talking about the whole thing that's going to happen in August, August 17th, D-Day, when
Right.
all of a sudden commissions disappear. And I was under the impression that it was going to go a certain way. And when I had this conversation with this person, he's like, no. That's not how it's going to go. This is how it's going to go. And I don't think anybody really realizes how it's going to go. So since we have to talk about real estate a little on this podcast, I'm going to drop that. So I was under the impression that when you have the 0% listing, when compensation disappears, that like if you're the listing agent, you secure 4%. And then basically that's like your commission that's behind the curtain that nobody gets to know about that you can use as like a bargaining chip.
Right.
No, can't do it. So it's totally independent from what I understand now. And this is a very, very, very reputable source, like comes from the top.
Okay.
Like, you're securing your listing commission to represent the seller. That's it. Like, what I mean, that's it? Like, that's it. So if you're going to get 2, 3, 4, 5, 6%, that's it. Like, you're not splitting it. It can't come across as compensation, period. Department of Justice ain't having it.
I love those people
I'm picking up your sarcasm.
very much.
So what has to happen is you have to have the buyer broker agreement, and there's going to be 3 buyer broker agreement. I like to call them one night stand, going steady, and marriage, which
Okay.
is we're seeing one house together, we're seeing houses together, but we're not exclusive, and we're exclusive.
I like that.
So those 3 are out there.
Right.
What, one night stand?
No, I know. I like the
concept of it?
Yeah, absolutely.
So you got that.
So like my dating life.
Then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. So then what'll happen is you're going to essentially present net to seller offers. That's how it's going to go. So if you and I are agents and we're working with Greg's selling his house, I'm going to go to Greg and say, Greg, I'm the best of the best. I want 4%. He's going to be like, I get it. That's a bargain. Sign me up. That's my 4%. Then you're going to be dealing with Scott, who's going to be buying Greg's house. You're like, hey, listen, I get 2%. Don't worry. It's not coming out of your pocket. We're going to do a net to seller deal.
Right.
If you want to pay $600, we do a net to seller $590, but no, $588. But it's now a concession, and the property has to appraise for it, which makes it even more difficult with additional concessions.
And this is how it's going to go down.
This is how it's going down. This is exactly how it's going down.
I don't mind change, honestly. Like, I feel like the strong will get stronger and will move and groove with the new ways.
Yeah.
Over the years of real estate, there's always been changes. We always got scared about different things, having to do different disclosures. If we got through COVID with having to show houses from my couch and, like, honestly, like, I had my best year during the lockdown. It was my best year in real estate.
Yeah.
Selling houses with my virtual tours, look up, look down, and putting deals together. It was incredible. Like, 'cause I like moving and grooving with a different way.
That's cool.
So I'm not worried about
You're going to
it.
do very well in something like this.
I'm working now with buyers and really educating them how the market is out there and how to capture homes. For me, after all these years of real estate, most agents in my, doing as long as I am, don't even want to work with buyers anymore. They only want the listings. I love working with the buyers. I love capturing homes for them. It is the best feeling, especially in this market, because it's so competitive. When you're up against other agents and we can put a deal together, it's like a victory of no other kind, because these people either, like, they've lost out, they're number 2, number 3 on these deals, and when you finally capture it, it's a good feel. So I've always loved working with buyers, and really that's how I built my business, because other people didn't want to work with them. So I'm excited about this. Maybe I'm the only one out there who's
You are the only
excited.
person that I've heard outside of myself who's like, I'm really excited about this. Because I'm with you. Like, from like turmoil
Yeah,
comes like great opportunity.
100%. Really, if it's the same old, like, we're going to think differently and approach it differently. And those who can't, they won't be in the business anymore. And
Yeah.
that's okay. I wish everyone well. I'm not competitive against other agents. Like, my best friends are realtors. I love working with the agents in the industry. I'm so proud of the relationships I've built over the years. And, like, you go out and you show a house and you're at an open house and people are like, Stephanie, like, I'm so grateful to have those moments with people, and those people will survive. And
Yeah.
the ones who dirt bags, or I don't want to say dirt bags, but don't do business in a nice way,
Yeah.
they're gonna go home and go flip hamburgers. That's what I feel, really.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this, really. So
Yeah,
let's-
no, I like it. And within a year from now, it'll be like normal.
Exactly.
Everything will be fine. It's just annoying because the DOJ does this for like whatever reason. I don't know. I don't know if it was a money grab or whatever it was. Probably a money grab. Or the attorneys, whatever it was. But the result is the same.
Exactly.
Like, it's still coming out of the goddamn transaction.
Yeah.
Like, the seller's not making more money. Like, there's nothing happened that's different. It's going to be the same thing.
Yeah, no, I really feel that, like you said, over time, it's going to be the new norm. We're not going to even think twice about it. But when I hear people like, I hate negative people. Like,
I can't
it
do
really,
negativity at all.
oh, this is no good, that's no good, I can't sell a house. Well, like, you're not going to. I'm all about putting good things out into the universe and manifesting good things to come my way, and I really believe it does. I'm so focused with work now. I have nothing to hold me back. In fact, at my mom's funeral, my brother said that he was so proud of me, as much as I took care of my mom, that I maintained a successful business and maintained friendships. And now that I don't have that on my plate, taking care of my mom, he said, "Watch out, everyone! Stephanie Calinoff is here to rock and roll." And that's really how I feel. Like, I'm so excited about it. I love doing things like this and having opportunities that I never thought I could do before. Like, I've come such a long way, because I was very shy growing up, and people like laugh at that but I've come out of my shell. When I hit 40, like, I had an epiphany. Epiphany?
Close enough.
We'll go with that. And I just started liking who I was and being able to be myself. So now I'm like ready to
That's amazing.
rock on.
No, you have an awesome energy, and I love it. I love
Thank
the fact
you.
that you were here. I love the fact that we could do business together. I like the fact that I can call you a friend.
Absolutely.
Maybe I feel like you might be my first female friend.
I love that.
True female friend.
You know what? I definitely think, huh? No, I'm not, I'm not kidding. Like, I really feel that way. I feel like you have such a good energy, and, like, I think we get each other. I think
Yes.
that's what
We do.
That's really what makes it so much fun, because, like, we have the same quirkiness.
Yep.
And I so appreciate the opportunity to do this with you.
Oh, thank you for being here. I really
Really.
appreciate it. For anybody out there looking at that camera, they're looking to buy, sell, whatever. Where do they find you? How do they get a hold of you?
Call me. Oh, Stephanie, what do you want me to do? Like,
You're the queen of the one-liners. Oh, just look at that camera and tell them.
this one here?
Yeah.
Like, put my phone number and shit like that?
Yeah, whatever you want.
You want my phone number?
Whatever you want.
You want my number? Call me, baby.
Whatever you want.
Listen, if you need help in any way, be it here on Long Island or anywhere across the country, give me a shout. The Calinoff Connection can help you. You can reach me at 516-729-3717. Call me.
Obviously, I'm the handsome home buyer. If you have a house that smells like cat pee or not, and you just want to sell it, I'm quick, I'm easy. Greg's a good time. I want to buy it. 516-777-SOLD. That's a wrap. I got a 2 o'clock Zoom.
Woo!